Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Vlatko, as always, for the time. How much of Lindsey Horan do you think we'll see tomorrow, and are you worried about overextending her, running her all 3 games?
No, Lindsay is actually one of the few, if not the only one, actually, that is in, I would say, game shape. She's obviously in the middle of the season, so playing 3 games is not going to be too big of a problem for her. We gave her a little bit of break in each game, but yes, we will see her on the field tomorrow as well.
Steph.
Just hoping for an update on Rose Lavelle.
Yeah, Rose actually feels good. She's going to train today, and we're going to make a decision on her after training. And it's not going to be any different than last game. If we feel at any point in time that there is any risk of injury, she's not going to play. But if she feels as good as she felt yesterday, she trained yesterday, then we're gonna see her on the field.
Up front here.
Hey, Vlatko. Just wondering, since this is the final game of the tournament, what do you need to see tomorrow to ensure that this was a successful 3 games?
First, even so far, I want to say it's been very successful. Just facing the challenge that we faced, and we're expecting to see different challenges in this upcoming game. Overcoming some of those and getting a picture of how to overcome the ones that we struggled with is what we're excited about. But also, we continue evaluating players. The roster is not due for another few months. So until then, we're going to keep on evaluating players. And the last thing is we're still trying to synchronize the line, synchronize the group of players, and get better as a unit.
Meg.
Hi, Vlatko. Marta is obviously not a mystery, but she is coming back from an injury. What's your assessment of what she's looked like so far this tournament and the limited minutes that you've seen from her so far?
Yeah, I mean, she showed in the first game how special she is, comes in and makes a difference right away and wins the game. So we expect nothing less against us. She has the quality to change the game on the spot with individual brilliance, and that's not a secret. She has been doing that for so many years, and it's actually exciting to see her back, and exciting to play against her, because let's not forget, these are still just preparation for the World Cup, and we want to play the best at the best teams possible. We want to play the best available against the best available players, because that's the only way we'll gauge where we at.
Go ahead, right there.
Hi, Vlatko. Mal had 2 goals and assists on this field last year at the SheBelieves Cup. What do you remember about that game, and how do you think that tournament will spark sort of the run she's on right now?
Yes, so the first thing that I remember was how cold it was. It was brutal, but I want to say that I'm very thankful for the fans that showed up, because it was brutal. It will be a lot nicer tomorrow, so I expect this stadium to be full, and I expect good support. But all I can say about Mel is, I just hope she repeats the game that she had last time she was on this field.
I think we might have some Hunts in attendance tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I heard that some of them may come, but yeah, I'm very thankful for that, and very thankful for everything that they've done for the sport in city of Dallas, but all around United States. And also thankful for inviting me to be their guest at the Chiefs game too. So looking forward to see him.
Vlatko, I wanted to ask, looking back on this game against Japan, especially in the late stages, they kind of threw a look that I don't recall your team having to face very much, with their wide center backs pulling wide and even stepping up into the attack. How do you think the players sort of adjusted to that in the moment? I know, there's not a lot that can be communicated from the sideline in the final 10 minutes there. And then as a follow-up, do you expect to see that approach going forward into the World Cup from other opponents?
So we haven't seen something like that before, but I'm glad that we faced it. I thought we could have done, we did okay, but we could have done a lot better job. So we did address that in our review, and we talked a lot about it, how we wanna match up against some of those against teams in some of those moments. And I don't know what opponents are going to do in the future, but if the same thing happens, I am pretty sure that we're going to be ready for it.
Thank you.
Going back here in the room.
Thank you. What do you think some of your less experienced players are learning about the sort of schedule of international tournament play?
We talk about what success is in this tournament and what success means for us. One of the things that I forgot to mention, and now that you mentioned the less experienced players, is to get these players in front of opponents like this and to get good, valuable minutes, starting games and compete against good teams. I think it's important for them to understand the competition first and foremost, but also to get used to grinding, because World Cup will be a grind. It's not just the games; it's the trainings, the travel, accommodations, adjusting, acclimating. I mean, all this thing is part of the journey, and the fact that we were able to replicate some of that, at least to some degree, what the World Cup is going to look like. It's a brilliant experience for them. Yep.
Let's just go online and we'll come back, Steph. To our Brazilian friend, Amanda. Go ahead, Amanda. Can you?
Hi, Vlatko.
There you go.
Amanda Viana from Planeta Futebol Feminino, Brazil. This is the second time that we face Pearson Hawks, Brazil, but in another circumstance with new faces on both sides. And Brazil is not a team that will try to control the match like Japan, but is very strong in transition with high-speed plays, challenging the backline. And I want to know how you're going to try to minimize these Brazilian positive points tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes. First about Pia, we're good friends. Actually, we were able to connect a lot in one of our projects that we're both involved in. And one thing that I know about her, that no matter who she coaches or what team she coaches, the team is going to be very organized, very disciplined, and it will be a very intense team. So with, in this case, Brazil, there's such a quality team, and they're very organized, obviously, and their ability to solve problems in 1v1 situation, to eliminate players, is something that we need to be first and foremost aware of or ready for. And then the other thing is that, like you mentioned, transition. So we're going to have to be very careful in our build-up and be slightly maybe more conservative right in front of our box, but also in same time be brave and calm on the ball, because we do have quality players on our roster that have the ability to overcome pressure like that.
Hi, Vlatko. You just mentioned things like acclimation and adjusting and things like that. We've seen in this tournament a lot of teams getting on some commercial flights while the U.S. is, on charters and things to help the players be more prepared. Not to get too technical, but can you quantify some of the effects of like getting that extra rest or not having to deal with some of these things?
Yes, so I don't know what what the difference would be if we went the other route, but like I said, we're trying to mirror what the World Cup is going to look like, at least in the group stage, if nothing else, and we sure will have charter flights when we're in the World Cup. So that's why we wanted to gauge exactly what is going to take from the rest recovery time and timings. Yes. Yeah. What the timing is going to look like, and also one other thing is when the games are played, how is that going to impact the refueling schedule and all of that. So I can't tell you more on specific details, because there is a whole department that is in charge of that. But I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing, and we just trust their expertise.
Let's go to Jeff Kassouf online, who's probably on baby duty. Are you on baby duty, Jeff?
I'm not. It's daytime. Thank
Okay,
you.
all right.
Just Vlatko, related to World Cup prep, the overnight hour here, we've got Portugal versus Cameroon down in New Zealand for, the winner advancing into your group. I'm wondering how you're sort of scouting that, if there's boots on the ground there, and also anything that you've been trying in these friendlies this year. Has that been with an eye toward a hypothetical playoff winner, or are you waiting until you have that team and you'll practice something in April, related to that opponent?
Yes, I'll start from the back and say that we haven't necessarily practiced anything for a possible opponent in Game 3. So all our focus has been on the other opponents. But once this game is over, we're going to obviously do tour analysis and start preparing for that opponent. I think it's going to be a great game. I think we're going to see good soccer, totally different style of play between Cameroon and Portugal. And we'll see. We'll wait for the outcome and then start making decisions.
And yes, the coaches have been watching many, many games.
Yeah, the last Cameroon game, it took a while to finish.
All right, is there anyone else in the room? Back there, and then we'll go. What's your name? Steph. Hi, Steph. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi there. You kind of mentioned it a little while ago, just about Frisco and Dallas just being a host city for this tournament. Can you kind of expand on that and maybe compare how the facilities here, maybe the community, the soccer community kind of ranks against some of the other cities that you've gone to for this tournament?
I have to say, we've had such a great atmosphere and environment everywhere we went, and it was great in Orlando. We've been there many times. It was really good in Nashville too. Almost sold out stadium, about 25,000 people there. Good atmosphere, and we expect nothing less in Dallas. Every time we've been here, like I said, even last year when it was freezing cold and brutal weather, we had fans came out and supported us. So I think that Dallas always shows up and supports, and we're excited and looking forward to put up a good show for them.
Last one right here.
Just to follow up, you mentioned the flights. What are the other ways that you are trying to mirror what a World Cup will feel like from a logistical standpoint?
We're trying to mirror a lot of things from training times, game times, travels, accommodations, the timings in the environment between the meetings to recovery, rest, everything.
Ya que nos encontraste, no olvides suscribirte a nuestra página para disfrutar de las mejores jugadas de la Premier League, lo más destacado de las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara y todas las novedades del mundo del deporte. Te esperamos.